good evening, everybody. Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings in Glen Mills. We are this Fans View, and you can catch us here every month for the rest of this year. Do I need to repeat that? I need a hell yeah. I'd like to thank Joe, the GM, Tyler, the manager, Courtney behind the bar. Give me a hell yeah for Courtney. Take care of her, take care of all your servers. Couple things to go over if you guys are new to us. We've got a raffle table back there. Everyone is entitled to 2 free tickets. You can buy as many extras as you'd like for $1 each. All of that money goes back to our CCC charity. We're constantly donating in the community and around, so we're helping out a good cause. All the raffle prizes get drawn somewhere around 8:15. So you're gonna have to hang out with us. You need to be here to claim it. Right, Robert? That's the deal, right? You're in charge. You're the sheriff. Sue said so.
That's fine. Whatever Sue says goes.
There you go. There you go. I've got a big, warm Glen Mills welcome for Bill Bergen.
Thank you, Carol.
It's a big crowd. Bill's been out to the store a number of times, but this is our first time with the podcast. And, we're excited to pick his brain about Eagles football. What's going on with Dallas Week, right? We'll talk a little bit about all of it. Maybe dig into a good Dick Vermeil story. If you guys have questions, comments, Lauren is out there with the microphone. She will be more than happy to get to you. We're going to do some trivia. We got a bunch of autographed photos that Bill Bergen gave away. The trivia questions are really easy, right, John?
Yes, they are.
Really easy?
Really easy.
Really easy.
I got one tough one.
All right. So he can get on people's nerves. So I try to soften them up with that.
Oh, we're gonna screw with stuff.
Is that right? All right. Well,
We can check this Wikipedia over now.
welcome everybody for coming out. I see a lot of familiar faces. Again, Sue Henderson draws a big crowd. She's got a State Farm. We got the Mattis family in the house to witness the Mattis Minute, which has become very, very popular on this show. According to Lauren, anyway. All right, so dig deep. Let's get these raffle prizes. We're going to give them all away tonight. So Bill has graciously agreed to stick around after the show and sign some autographs. And I know that's what we're all here for. So let's get on with the show. Johnny, what do you got?
All right, so what was the after the Super Bowl you retired? What was the reason for it?
Well, I got to the point where I just couldn't go anymore.
Okay.
When I was a young puppy dog, I would diagnose the play, get to a spot, and I'd wait for the ball carrier. And then shortly after the Super Bowl, I could still diagnose the play, get to a spot, get back. The ball carrier was already gone, so nobody had to tell me the time to leave the game, but I was blessed to play 13 years, and that was a lot, and I had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And it was never a job, it was never an occupation, it was fun, it was a whole way of life.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of time those pictures had help.
And actually, you got to remember that professional football, with a couple of exceptions here and there, a young man's game.
Right.
Oh, yeah. If you get into the 30s now you're becoming an old player. Now, Tom Brady, he's a good guy, but anyhow, that's the way it works.
Right, oh yeah, absolutely. It does.
So, in sticking with, leaving the game, and you stuck around the area, you live out here.
I do.
And I ask the guys all the time, you could have went anywhere there. You chose to stay here and raise your family, and talk about that a little bit.
I was drafted in the second round by the Cincinnati Bengals. I played here for 5 years, and now I'm going to sign a bigger contract with the football league. All Brown said, here's the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. I can't do that. I said, well, I got one year under my contract with you, and then I'm going to play for the football league. He took me to court. It was the biggest, nastiest court battle you can imagine, but I ended up winning the court battle. He appealed, I won the appeal, and I really picked Paul Brown off, so he ended up trading me to Philadelphia for a pretty nasty price, $201 ground and number 2. And I ended up that back on my Philadelphia, I absolutely love and then Carl, when Dick Mail arrived, that was when I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And I have said to so many people that I wish I could be more like Dick Mail, because everything he does is done in the right way. And let me tell you what, he didn't need me just because I was a pretty good football player. He demanded an awful lot of me, and I'll never forget. We had a 7-on-7 drill one morning. And I just had a real bad attitude. It was hot, I didn't want to practice. So I was going through the motions, and I was absolutely horrible. And after lunch, Mr. Neal summoned me to his office. And he said, that 7-on-7 drill, I just got you watching me. And he said, there's a rookie that blocked his butt all over the place, and I'm going to have to cut him next week. And when he said to me, but coach, I blocked those underneath your end all over the place. Now what do you think I'm going to be able to have to say to him? So I felt real bad, and I really let Coach Neal down. But I can be honest with you, that was the only time I let him down for my life. And Dick O'Neill, I just, he was my coach from, well, I was in Philadelphia for 2 years, and then he became the coach. I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And he visits me, I visit him, Phil, I socialize and go on together and all that good stuff. And he's just a wonderful man. And I know that you know him.
Absolutely, good man. Hey, real quick, I get everybody's attention. The Philly sports guy's in the house. He brought us a Philly quiz today. How about that?
And he was standing there just fine. Extra inning.
So, if you guys would want to take photo ops, I don't know, I'm not sure he does autographs. Do you do autographs, Philly sports guy? I can't get his attention. But anyway, photo ops are definitely in the program, so we got the most colorful guy in the room tonight, so there he is. So enjoy. Again, Courtney behind the bar. Can I get another hell yeah for Courtney? I'm sold on everything Courtney does around here. I think she's the true general manager because she got more stroke than anybody. So be nice to her, take care of her. So questions, comments, Mr. Berger's here for them. If you guys have anything to say, comments, just raise your hand. Lauren's out there with the mic. We'll be happy to entertain those questions. John, how about a couple of quick trivia to get everybody fired up?
All right, we'll do this real quick. How many Pro Bowls were Bill?
Whoa, that's a softball. That was slick. That was a softball. Five.
Five is correct.
All right, your choice.
Right. But it was 4 Pro Bowls and 1 American Football League All-Star game, which is like a Pro Bowl.
So,
But I'm impressed, thank you. Thank you, good job.
you didn't even have to cheat.
Well, that's what you said the last one. All right, and then we have another one. How many interceptions does Bill have in his career?
All right.
Which is an NFL record, by the way.
27?
Boy, you guys are right on the money.
They are.
But now let me ask you a question. I'm in the 25-25 club. What would that be? Nobody else is in the 20-25 club. 25 interceptions and 25 fumble recoveries. Yeah.
Phil Mattis, is that flight pretty decent? Is that what we got?
He's not paying attention.
I'll take that as a no. How about another softball, Johnny?
You want softball or you want to go with the hard one?
Throw a softball.
All right, let's see here. Which year was Bill the rookie of the year? Defensive rookie of the year.
All right, you guys.
I'm surprised they only won game.
70?
No, that's not right.
Okay.
69?
There you go. You found it.
Can't stop the score.
Kind of a tough question.
There you go.
Yeah. That must mean that I've got to be at least 58 years old. Kidding.
All right, let's dig into the current Eagles team a little bit, because you and I had a little conversation earlier. We talked, contracts. We talked about the Bill contract. What's your thoughts on the game today?
Well, Carl, I think the game today is so much faster than the game was back when I played. The athletes are much better equipped athletes than in my day. As soon as the season is over, with us, we used to take about 5 or 6 months off, and now these guys take 2 weeks off, get right back to the weight room. And where we used to be like Clydesdales, these guys are like thoroughbreds. They are so strong, so fast. And the only thing that bothers me is the linebacking position is kind of obsolete. Right now, you've got defensive backs that are 220 pounds, and they can do just about what the linebackers back in our day can do. And so the linebackers aren't around like they used to be. The Dick Buckets, Tommy Noble, Mike Singletary is another one, but they don't have them. They don't have them like they used to.
No. And that's gotta hurt when you being a former.
Well, yeah, it does, but That's the way it is.
Things along. Like I said, they're all faster and bigger.
And the name of the game now is speed. You gotta have speed. If you don't have speed, you're gonna be left behind.
Right, exactly. That's for sure. Now, you would, as a previous question was with the 27 interceptions, what do you attribute that to? It looks like your instincts and
Like I said, I have great hands. I have the nose for the football. I can say everything, but I just think it was more luck than anything because that is a lot of interceptions. And the thing of it is, I'll never forget my first interception. It was from Bob Houston in Cincinnati. I intercepted the ball. I ran back about 75 yards, and I had 3 of my blockers in front of me. And there was a guy that came running on in, picked those 3 guys, and I struggled over the whole pile, and I didn't get a touchdown. It was really a walking. It might have been Bob Friesen that did that, but that was my very first interception. And I only scored 1 touchdown, and that was, now I'm really showing my age. It was against Mark Starr of the Green Bay Packers, and after we flew back to Cincinnati, we ended up tying the game 10-10. When we got back to Cincinnati, my wife and I was just so excited, so firing up, and she said, up until tonight, I never knew who Mark Starr was, which kind of struck me, but anyhow, the next day at practice, my linebacker coach said, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that you intercepted that pass and you ended up tying the game 10-10. The bad news is you are so far out of position that Bart Starr will never ever know what number you are.
Hey, getting back to the Burton family, you gave up tonight to be with us. And you shared with me that your wife is in Harrisburg.
My wife was in Harrisburg watching one of my grandsons play across, and that's the thrill that I had in today's world for Billboard. We got 10 grandchildren, and we abuse them by going to everything we can possibly go to.
Very nice, very nice. So we're honored to have Bill here tonight. Again, we do this at another location, Henderhands Irish Pub in Drexel Hill. We've had plenty of players throughout. We're getting ready to celebrate as this fans view our 250th show. So things are looking up for us. They said we couldn't do it, but here we are. Robert was one. He said we couldn't do it.
Gotta have some juice.
So to have Bill here tonight to bring this place back on the calendar for us, we're honored. Great player, great person, great family man. Your son, the lacrosse, is that the son Jake that played lacrosse?
Yes, and I played pro football, being in the Pro Bowl 5 times, being in the Super Bowl, totally insignificant to watch your own kid out there perform and excel and accomplish. Jake was probably, I'm just going to say it like it is, probably as far as an American goes, he's one of the best Americans across the are. And it's not in the top 3 or 4. Now, if we have to throw the Canadians in, ice hockey is not the national sport of Canada, it's hockey across. And if they're not on the ice, you're coming back to across, and he's probably in the top 10 if you throw in the Canadians.
Who remembers Jake playing here in Philadelphia with lacrosse team? Right?
absolutely.
Some good stuff, right?
how much does the football and lacrosse kind of? There's cross, yeah, it's all.
They're both love sports, and they're both contact sports. As far as the cross goes, you gotta have a certain amount of coolness to play the game. You've gotta be aware of everything that's happening around you, just like football, really. But next to lacrosse, I mean, Jim Brown was from Syracuse, and he was in the lacrosse Hall of Fame. He was a great lacrosse player. And I'd say that lacrosse and professional football, they have a lot of similarities.
Good stuff, good stuff. Any questions, comments? You guys are busy Monday. The food and the wings must be good.
Who was one of your toughest offensive players to tackle or to defend?
As far as running backs, the toughest running back was probably Larry Johnson, probably the Bull, he weighed about 240 pounds. And another guy would be Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell, in fact, was in those guys tackling a bowling ball. It really was. They start as the real fast, flashy guy. It was probably Walter Payton and O.J. Simpson. Those guys were real good. When you tackle O.J. Simpson off tackle, he had a way of collapsing his body, so instead of giving him a real good tack, it was more like a poop. And he could really absorb those hits.
I'll tell you something.
But as far as offensive linemen, there was a guy who won double zero for the Oakland Raiders. And that guy was Jim Otto. That's right, Robert. Jim Otto. And it was the second game of my career that I was going to have to go against Jim Otto. And I said, this guy is 100% on everything he does. I said, if I just get one or two plays against him, I would do more than I could have been playing back in the day. So anyhow, I got into the game, ball carrier to the right, bring me on the tackle. Ball carrier to the left, bring me on the tackle. I mean, real early, I was owning Jim Otto like you can't believe. And finally, we ended up, this was the year that Oakland went 12 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. And we, lowly Cincinnati Bengals, had beaten the great Oakland Raiders. So anyhow, late in the fourth quarter, there was a speed play, and I ran down the field. I even made the tackle on the guy that caught the ball. And I can remember John Madden screaming at Jim Otto, come on, get to him. And I said to him, Coach, he's not fast enough. Now, that is an obnoxious young rookie talking like that. So, anyhow, he ended up hitting me in the chin, knocked me out. I went over on the sideline, and I didn't know if I could get back in the game or not, but I didn't. I even made a couple more tackles. So anyhow, fast forward, there was a game out in Oakland the following year. And Jim Otto hit me real late, and I rolled right up in front of John Madden, and John Madden looked down at me and said, is he back? No, now Berkeley, and I go, oh, I just got all worked out. But they were 12-1-1, and the lowly Cincinnati Bengals were the only team to win, and that was 1969.
Lauren, you got a question out there?
We sure do.
Hey, Bill, thanks for coming out, sharing your experiences with us. I have one question about, do you remember specifically at what point you and the team started to lead in different meals as a coach? It could really push you guys up to the next level.
So, was there a certain point in your playing career that you and your team really started to believe in Dick Vermeil as a coach?
Dick Vermeil outworked all of us, so we were gonna buy in or not buy into what he was doing. And from the time he arrived until the time we went to the Super Bowl, there was only 9 players left. And we got it down like we can't believe, but it was either Dick Vermeil's way or the highway. And if you weren't going to do what he said, your history, you were gone. But there was 9 of us that really bought into the way he did things. And I didn't like it at first. I mean, this guy was a Harry High School coach from Napa Valley. He did go to UCLA, but I can honestly say I wish I could be more like Dick Vermeil because everything he does is really done in the right way. He is an amazing man. Yeah.
All right, so we've got a question from Facebook. They said they remembered you coaching high school in Delaware.
Right.
Did you coach your boys? And can you talk about
I did. I told everybody the only reason I was coaching at this private school in Delaware was the only way my boys could get a position on the team. Not really, they were good football players too, but I coached at the Catholic school. I think I coached 7 or 8 years, and I loved every bit of it. Thank you.
All right, we're closing in on 7 o'clock, and I just wanted to go over with everybody that may have just slipped in. Henry, you raise your hand, please. Henry, hey, Patrick, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Henry, where's my man Henry? Our house accountant. Grab your 2 free raffle tickets, buy as many as you like. All the money goes back to the CCC charity. We got some awesome prizes over there, including an autographed jersey from Coach Vermeil, who recently went into the Hall of Fame. So there's some beautiful pieces. Bill Bergen mentioned Bart Starr. There's a Bart Starr autograph over there. Robert, is that not the best stuff? Is that not the cream of the crop?
Always rise to the top.
Come on, Robert.
Mom's always rise to the top.
So, again, thanks everybody for coming out. We got the most colorful guy at the bar up there, Philly sports guy. He wants to take pictures with you. Go ahead up, introduce yourself. He's having some beers and wings. I guess he wore himself out at the Phillies game today.
Pretty humble.
Brought us home a win, so thank you for that. Thanks for coming out and joining us here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you. Absolutely. Any more questions in the house before we maybe do a little more slam dunk trivia?
What was that
I
question?
got a question.
All right.
I'd love to know who was your favorite player to play with, and who was your inspiration growing up into that linebacker role for you?
Oh, this guy, a man who I loved as a kid watching him that played with the Cleveland Browns, and that was Jim Brown. I would watch him on TV on Sunday afternoons, and all of the games, whether they were home or away with Cleveland, was always in one spot. I'll never forget the time that Jim Brown, it was the last play of the game, he was getting ready to go in for a score for one of the games. And anyhow, he was held up, he didn't quite get in, and when he got back up, he kind of counted the ball and he threw it down. My mother had just brought me a sandwich in from the kitchen, and I found that sandwich and I threw it across the room because I got so wrapped up with him. But that was one guy that I love watching playing football. He was the best. And as far as a guy that I love playing with, a guy that we just lost not too long ago, and he was my roommate for 7 years in Philadelphia, that was Frank Master. and he just passed, and I truly do miss him.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
I would have been an Eagles, but it was a late game today. They went extra innings.
Okay.
So we had talked about you coaching there in high school there. Had any aspirations of coaching professionally?
No, because there's only two types of coaches in the NFL. The ones that are fired and the ones that are gonna be fired. And I never liked that feeling at all, but, the team that I coach, and I'm gonna brag on myself now, this technical school, they went 16 years and they never had a winning season. I coached them 7 years and we only had one losing season. And I told one of my kids, I said, you're a terrible football player because you've got the greatest coach in the world, and they all bought into it.
There you go. So coaching does matter.
Well, I think coaching is really a big thing. That's why, really, I think that coaches will make players better before players make coaches better.
Okay.
And I really do believe that. If you have a good coach, you're going to have a good team. But they still don't stick around very long.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Any coaches in the house? I know there's a former coach, well, he's coach, well, she's a better softball coach than you, so. I'll go with your football instincts, but that's it.
He's chilling now.
He's busy. Any football coaches out there? Any questions? Come on, pick his brain. This is good stuff. You can take this right to the practice field. Nobody?
Everybody's shy.
Everybody's busy feeding it. There's Patrick. Patrick, you got a question?
I don't think he's a football coach, but he's got a question.
That's okay. He's an educator, so let's hear it.
So I know Mr. Bernie was initially played for the World Football League. Why did you do World Football League and not go straight to the NFL at the time in the 70s?
I never played for the World Football League, but I'll tell you the reason why I was going to jump leagues with the Cincinnati Bengals. I was making $37,000 a year. With the World Football League, they offered me $100,000 bonus and $110,000 a year, so you can do the math on that real quick. And I thought that it was my duty, my responsibility to take care of my wife, my family, my kids, and that is exactly why I did what I did. It wasn't, though I didn't have anything against Paul Brown, but the thing eventually didn't work out with me for the World Football League, and so Paul Brown asked me if it's okay if you take me to Philadelphia. And I said, Philadelphia had to pay me the same money that I was going to get by the World Football League. And they said, okay, and they did it. Strictly for the money, I make no bones about it. That was it. Yeah.
So let's dig into this a little bit. So today's market for a player of that magnitude. John, you're the X's and O's guy around here. So I mean, what are we talking?
Well, there's probably about $10-15 million for linebacker now.
That's about right, because I asked Vic Vermeil the same thing. And you know something? Anybody that can get whatever they can get now, hey, good for them. I'm happy for them. Hallelujah and all that stuff. But, hey, at one time, I was the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, and as I told you earlier, Carl, that made the front page of every sports page in the country, and let me tell you what, it trumped things, and that's all I can tell you, it was nothing.
Yeah. That was after we had some, big year. that 4-year contract. You know, so that was,
They went down?
that was just after one of your big years that you had with the Eagles, you came in, you know, 234 tackles that year.
Yeah.
And then you got the contract extension for 4 years.
Yeah.
So that was, it's a one way. That good.
That was all good stuff. And the things that I could do on the side, with stuff like that, was almost
For sure.
Can I, Laurie, can you get the microphone over to Jamie, the Philly sports guy, just for a minute?
Going over here?
Yeah.
Just hold the giving a microphone.
We need a little juice. And I hear you got plenty of it. So introduce yourself to the people that don't know you, what you do, and, you know, with the Philly sports scene. Just give them the lowdown.
All right, well, hi guys. Hey, listen, I'm fresh from the Phillies game, so obviously the Phillies won today. And how about that? They actually pulled one out. Isn't it about time? Wasn't it nice to see Turner actually do something in the play? He failed away a little bit earlier today, but he ended it strong, and that's important, especially about to go down to Atlanta. But anyways, I am the Philly sports guy. You've probably seen me in a whole bunch of different colors, because if you go to a Flyers game, I look like Nemo. When I go to an Eagles game, I'm that guy with the shoulder pads and the silver and green face paint. So I go to a lot of sporting events. Anywhere that Philadelphia is, I try to be at, and I try to give the experience of what it's like being at the game to people at home. So I make videos. I'm really big on TikTok. If you have younger children, they probably know who I am. And if you say that you know me, you get street cred. So that works for you on either direction. But other than that, Philadelphia sports has been pretty great of the last year and a half. Obviously the Sixers didn't do what we wanted them to do. They kind of didn't do so well. And don't be surprised if you see Boston come back in this series. Don't count Boston out of this. I know everybody loves Jimmy Buckets. But I tell you, Boston's still got some stuff going on. But other than that, like I said, I'm at all the games. I'm at as many games as possible. And if you go look for anywhere under the Philly sports guy, you'll find my picture. And you can watch my videos and see. I always stay positive, and sometimes it's really hard in Philadelphia sports. I won't talk about the Flyers right now.
I'd like to personally acknowledge him. He ran a fundraiser just recently for Eagles Autism at one of his local establishments. So he's out in the community as well, raising money for great causes. And you know what? I couldn't do it. I couldn't put that face on. I'm ugly enough.
It's funny because I get the next 10 days off because the Phillies are away, and I'm not. Actually, that's not true because I'm going to the Union game on Saturday, but I only have to do it once the next 10 days, which is kind of good. But you know what? It's not even just the big sports; it's the smaller sports too, like the Wings. Yeah. Here, I hope I'm not giving away one of your trivia questions. Do you know when the Wings' first ever game in Philadelphia was? Does anybody know? It was the day the Flyers won the Stanley Cup, their first Stanley Cup. They had to rush everybody out of the stadium to put down the carpet to have the very first Wings game. So it was an early game when the Flyers won the Stanley Cup. That's a good bit of Philadelphia trivia, sports trivia for everybody.
Very good.
So,
Thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
I appreciate you having me. It's been a lot of fun here. And I love seeing, I tell you, Bill, I got a little story that I could tell you. So, I'm 50 years old. So, I was born in 72. In 78, I get to go
to Widener University and see all the Eagles practice. My grandmother worked at the Mets and knew you personally. And she told me, as a 6-year-old, hey, when you see Bill Burton, tell him your grandmother Louise says hello and give him a big hug. And I was like, okay. So as you guys are running off the field, I decided as a 6-year-old little boy, gonna go walk in front of where everybody's running. Well, somebody saved me from getting trampled on. Never got to give you the notice, but now, so I can finally deliver the message. My grandmother Louise says hello in 1978.
I do appreciate it, thank you very much. And the one thing I can honestly say, that I was kind and courteous to all those people all the way up that ladder, because guess what? You'll be the same ones when you come down off that ladder. And I'll tell you what, the people in Philadelphia, I think everybody talks about the New York fans and the Chicago fans. Philadelphia, I have played in every stadium in the NFL. The best fans in the world are the ones right here in Philadelphia. I really believe it.
I 100% agree. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So I love being able to share the energy from the stadiums with everybody. And if I get to enhance it a little bit, get to yell and scream a little bit, that's amazing as well.
I gotta ask you, who puts on your makeup? They do a great job, whoever it is.
That's why you can thank me. Because
How long does it take you?
it takes you about an hour.
Wow.
So it's a little bit of a process. Obviously, you can't just throw it all on there. I gotta put it on there. I gotta blow dry everything. So it's
The lines are all beautiful, you do a great job.
it took me a long time to figure that out. Because when you wipe it off, it makes more of a mess. So, but it only takes 10 minutes to come off. So it's an hour to get on, 10 minutes to come off. I can get it off a lot faster.
And you do this for every home game?
So I go to about 65 Phillies games a year. I go to every Eagles game, home and away. And I do probably about 26 games a year. I have 30 Flyers games a year between the wins. Did anybody know we have a professional cornhole team in Philadelphia? They got plays at Live Casino. I'm their head guy. So if you want to go and just come reach out to me, I'll make sure I get you some tickets if you want to go to Live Casino and watch them play cornhole. Which is, it's a lot of fun to do that. And then we have an ultimate frisbee team. So any team that's a professional team in Philadelphia, I want to support. I want to be pretty fair.
Well, you got my vote for fans here, I'll tell you.
I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, and I have waited a long time to be able to do this. I have been around a lot, and we have passed in the wind. So, but I am so honored to finally be in their presence. Like I said, it's going all the way back. I've held that message for a long time. So, so it's great to see you up and about and still moving strong. And, you look like you can get out there again, so.
What was my football number?
66.
That's right, until towards the end of my career, it was 99. Everybody was wondering who that number 99 down there was. I kept getting knocked upside down.
You know what? I mean, there's still a ton of memories that everybody does that.
I will tell you one thing, there was not one thing I didn't love about that game of football. I loved 90 degrees, 90% humidity, 9 o'clock in the morning, training camp, everybody hates training camp. I'm telling you, I love the fans, I love everything about that game of football.
I got another question today, the microphone in my hand. You have a favorite hit? The one hit that you seem to remember over all the other hits?
Yes, and it was the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. And I absolutely gave him my very best shot. And I mean, I undressed him like you can't believe. And then I'm standing over him, and I'm starting to think because if that guy gets up, he's going to make me feel real bad. And guess what? The guy jumped right up and went right back to the huddle. I couldn't believe it. But I had a few good hits in my day, and I think that the 1 year somebody had said it that I had 239 tackles. That is a lot of tackles, and that's why I remember that. But it was a great game. It really was.
All right, Philly sports guy, thanks for coming out.
And I'm over here, feel free to come over and get pictures with me. I know I'm not walking around and whatever, I'm being a little bit more shy, but I'm definitely taking pictures, so definitely don't be afraid to come in. Beautiful. Thank you guys.
All right, before this show ends, I need to talk about this Kelly Green uniform situation. What's your thoughts on the current team going to Kelly Green? Any thoughts from the old players?
I love Kelly Green. No problem here.
So you have no problem cheering with the current guys?
No,
None at all, right?
none at all.
There you go. Very good.
All right, time for the Mattis Minute.
Time for the Mattis Minute. And by the way, the Mattis Minute, Phil Mattis is in the house. So can I get a hell yeah for Phil Mattis? Him and I have been doing business the longest. He's by our side 24/7, except when he goes to California. And then I don't hear from him for a week.
Big time us.
But go ahead, lay the Mattis Minute on Bill Burke.
All right, so we've got some questions for you to answer. And we just want the first thing that comes to your mind, but if you have a good story, we want to hear that too. Do you have a favorite player to watch on the current Eagles team?
You know, I really like Jason Kelsey because he played so long and he does a good job from that center position. He can snap the ball, he can pull. I've seen guards that can pull without snapping the ball. He's one of my favorites. I also love Brandon Graham. I think he's a great player also. And or he wouldn't love the wide receivers we have on the team.
You can only pick one: cheesesteak, pizza, or buffalo wings.
No doubt about it. They will absolutely be buffalo wings.
All right, good answer. All right. Did you ever wonder to yourself why it wasn't called Chad's Cadillac or Chad's Chevy instead of Chad's Ford?
I never thought about it like that, but that's
I
a
see
great
what you
question.
did there, Mattis.
A little shy about it.
That is a great question.
I'm so glad you got that one because I was nervous about that one. All right, excluding yourself, who would you say are the three greatest linebackers during your playing days?
Number one, Dick Butkus. Number two, Willie Lanier, Kansas City. And number three, from the Atlanta Falcons, Tommy Novis. Those three.
All right. Whenever you can't get in touch with Coach Vermeil, do you ever call Greg Kinnear instead?
Call who?
Greg Kinnear instead.
No, I don't. But I will tell you one thing, Nick Vermeil will take my call every time I call him, and he is just an amazing person.
I believe that. If you watch only one game, will it be Phillies, Sixers, or Flyers?
You know, I would probably say the Sixers.
Wow.
And they had a nice run. Unfortunately, they got beat by Boston. I thought they were going to beat Boston, but they didn't. And I'm kind of a basketball guy. When I was in high school, I was the third highest scorer in basketball in our conference, and I really liked the game a lot.
Nice. Okay. Have you ever caught yourself randomly humming Fly Eagles Fly?
Yeah, I have every once in a while. Sure, I do.
How many of the Taylor Swift concerts at the Link did you attend earlier this month?
daughter-in-law, her daughter, they went to a Taylor Swift concert. They had to buy boots, they had to buy cowboy hats, they went through the whole thing. So I'm saying that they had a private box that they were in. They probably spent $1,000 each. I love Taylor Swift, I don't love her that much.
Okay, all right. Do the Eagles cheerleaders still flirt with you like crazy whenever they see you?
You know, the Eagles cheerleaders that were hands off with the players, and with the players that were hands off with the cheerleaders. We didn't mess with them, and they didn't mess with us, and that was the way it was, and that was the law.
All right, last question. Yes or no, will this year's Eagles team win the Super Bowl?
All I know is it's so hard and so difficult, but the bottom line is, you gotta win all the games you're supposed to win, right? You gotta steal a game here and there. At the end of the season, you gotta get real hot. And the bottom line on this whole thing is, you've gotta stay healthy. If that all happens, sure, they can win the Super Bowl.
And that's the Madison Minute.
Thank you for the question.
Hey, how about some trivia?
Some trivia?
We got some autographed photos to give away.
All right. So, we talked about the, Bill Plain, signing with the, World Football League. Which team did you sign with?
Ghana.
Ghana.
Uh-oh, here comes Morton from down under.
All right. Cincinnati?
No.
No.
That was the Bengals. That was the NFL.
Hey, I appreciate it, yes.
World Football League.
World Football League.
Can you give them a
And as soon as I signed with this team, it was traded to Norfolk, and then it was traded to, the Orlando Panthers or whatever.
Florida Blazers.
The what?
Florida Blazers.
Yeah, Florida Blazers.
Florida Blazers.
You meant to say the ASI Panthers.
That's right, definitely.
There's another plug.
All
All
right.
right, Johnny, I don't.
All right. We'll go with the softball. Which college did Bill attend? Arkansas State.
Arkansas State. Undergraduate, University of Cincinnati for my graduate.
All right, raffle time. Henry, you still got tickets left? Yes, you got plenty of tickets. Everybody get their free ones. If not, go see Henry. Buy as many as you like for $1 a piece. We will draw winners around 8:15. So all of that good-looking memorabilia over there, brought to you by Carl's Cards and Collectibles, is going home with somebody tonight. We've also got our fine sponsor, City Distilling, in the house tonight. We got a gift basket over there with a $25 gift card. We've also got the R-Fills, what do we call it? R-Fills prize pack with tickets. And we got plenty more to give out.
We've got plenty more. Every Friday game, for the season, we have some tickets. So if you're interested in any Friday game, we've got some.
No excuse to sit home on Friday night when you can go to baseball town.
Good.
So Johnny, what was the answer to that question that no one knew?
It was the Florida Blazers.
Oh,
Florida Blazers.
another question?
Another one. All right. Bill had mentioned he was, this one's a tough one, so this one's definitely a tough one. Bill had mentioned that he was traded to the Eagles for 3 draft picks. A first rounder in 77 and a first and second in 78. Could anybody name one of the 3 players that would be those picks?
Just one. I'm not responsible for this. I told him softballs.
I see those always in your line.
Like Schmidt. No,
He said he already won.
He did already win. Put it in?
it's a,
They play for the Bengals.
That doesn't seem right.
we didn't go that deep.
I don't know what's going on.
You know, it was a tough.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on, somebody Google it.
Wilson Whitley.
There you go. There you go, Patrick. The cheat card.
I mean, maybe they always have a cheat sheet, so.
Yeah, well, it's study. It's a study sheet. That is correct. It was Wilson Whitley, Ross Browner, and Ray Griffin. For the three players.
All right. And one more we got. How about a song?
All right, well, how many Pro Bowls, first team All Pros did Bill have? That was almost quick.
Two?
Two is correct. There you go. Oh, cool. All right, and then one last one. Along with his 27 interceptions, how many sacks did Bill have in his career?
Didn't we talk about this earlier?
We got a hand.
This one has a decimal on it. 18 and a half. There you go.
Thanks.
There you go.
There we go. What's hand a sack?
With another player is involved in sack as well. And here's one last one. What year was Bill inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame?
All right.
That is correct. That is correct.
Very
That's
good.
very impressive. For a bonus, who did he get inducted with?
For another autograph photo, who was inducted alongside Bill Bergey into the Eagles Hall of Fame in 1988?
Come on, very famous person.
Give me a hint. This is easy.
He was a wide receiver.
All right.
All right, what do you got, Phil?
No, no.
No? 88. 1988.
It's like one of their last live show.
Mike,
Nope.
Robert, want to go?
Hey, there you go, all right. There we go. Dominic was correct.
All right, before we close out the show and thank everybody here at Buffalo Wild Wings, I want to thank all of you for coming out. It's been a fun, fast hour. Bill said to me prior to the show, he said to me on the phone the other day, he goes, what the hell are we going to talk about? So I guess we found something to talk about.
I think we've done good.
Any closing comments for the best fans in Philadelphia?
All I have to say is just keep cheering for your favorite team and bring home those wins. I know that we as players on the field love to perform as much as you guys like to cheer up in this game.
There you go. There you go.
All right, again, I want to thank Philly sports guy over there at the bar. He's throwing down some wings and beers, which is good to see. He's got a lot of energy, and I want to thank him for coming out tonight. Again, raffle prizes. I think we gave away all the autograph photos, didn't we? Yep. Covered all that.
You see, you want to announce who's coming next month?
Oh, absolutely. The fall, Brian Prop will be here next month.
There we go.
Flyers Hall of Famer. He'll be here with his cigars, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
You smoke cigars?
I'm no, I'm not. Talking about Brian Pratt, I'm telling you, for a little guy, he was one cup.
Oh,
I love Brian.
For sure, for sure. Again, I want to thank the GM, Joe, for having us. I want to thank Tyler for helping us put this all together. I want to thank Courtney once again behind the bar. I want to thank everybody who came out today. Thank you. Mr. Berkey, I want to personally thank you for coming out. This opening.
Well, I want to personally thank you and John for having me. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
absolutely.
Can we give a big round of applause for Mr. Bill Berkey, please? We'll see you back here next month, June 28th.
Yes.